afternoon. Feels like forever since I've been here, since I was on vacation, the last meeting out west. And I want to thank Councilman Chuck Dixon for filling in for me. I understand he's doing a great job. So thank you, Chuck, for.
You're welcome. It's nice to be back in the old spot, though.
It's a little hotter over here.
It's a little different.
The seat gets a little hotter, but anyway, thank you again, for filling in for me there. We'll go ahead and get started here with our consent agenda. I think we got an amendment there.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to move that we pull J from the agenda and from the consent agenda and put it on our regular agenda.
And put it on our regular agenda.
Right.
I'll second.
Okay, got a motion second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, show like sign.
Mayor, I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as amended.
Okay, got a motion. Second by Julia. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, Chuck, how about you introduce our judge this afternoon?
All right, I'll be glad to do that. We are pleased and honored again to have Judge Roy Wichirikwama with us. Last time he was here 2 years ago, he was our chief district court judge. But since then, Governor Cooper has appointed him as a superior court judge, which is the district court judges wouldn't agree, but it is an elevation. The superior court judges handle much more serious cases and murders and that sort of thing. And it's also, it's really good. Roy is only the second Superior Court judge from Haywood County that I can remember in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Marlene Hyde, as you recall, was a Superior Court judge, and Roy's the second in recent history anyway. And the other thing that's really neat is he's one of our own. He lives here in Waynesville, and a graduate of Tuscola. And most of you know that his mother, Romedy, was a longtime employee of the county.
That's true, yeah.
So, Roy, thank you for your public service to Haywood County and to North Carolina. And thank you again for coming tonight, and we'll let the ceremony proceed.
Okay, if you would like to come up, we will start with Julia.
And since this is my fifth election, by the grace of God, thank you, our local citizens for voting. I know we just have my brothers tonight, but I like our whole family.
That's great.
So we've got a real good idea of what's going on.
Okay. I'll try to send this.
When you get one, get all of them.
That's a mess of boys right there.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Raise your right.
I think I was going to say it.
All right. You, Julia Boyd Freeman, solemnly and sincerely swear that you will support the Constitution and laws of the United States of America, and be faithful and bear true allegiance to the state of North Carolina, and the constitutional powers and authorities which are or may be established for the government thereof, that you will endeavor to support, maintain, and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States and the state of North Carolina, not inconsistent therewith, to the best of your knowledge and ability, according to law, so help you God.
I do.
You, Julia Ward Freeman, further swear that you will well and truly execute the duties of the office of Town Council of the town of Waynesville, North Carolina, according to the best of your skill and ability, according to law, so help you God.
I do.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, let's get your picture.
Julie?
Okay, Anthony, if you would, make your way.
And we hold my Bible, I want my wonderful, amazing.
Place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right. You, Anthony Sutton, solemnly and sincerely swear that you will support the Constitution and laws of the United States of America and be faithful and bear true allegiance to the state of North Carolina and to the constitutional powers and authorities which are or may be established for the purpose thereof. That you will endeavor to support, maintain, and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States and the state of North Carolina, not inconsistent therewith, to the best of your knowledge and ability, according to law, so help you God.
Thank you.
You, Anthony Sutton, further swear that you will well and truly execute the duties of the office of Town Council of the Town of Waynesville, North Carolina, according to the best of your skill and ability, according to law, so help you God.
I do.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, our next order of business will be to reelect our mayor pro tem. Do I have any movement from the board?
I'd like to make a motion to elect Chuck Dixon as the mayor pro tem.
Second.
All right, got a motion and a second by John. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, so like so.
Thank you very much.
You're stuck again.
I'll look forward to it. Hopefully you won't be absent.
Uh,
It was only once in 2 years.
Honestly, I think it's my first
It
time.
is the first time you've ever, well, no, I did one.
Yeah, you did one.
That's one.
No, it's been
Julia-
twice in 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, Julia did one for me there. That's true there. But I always try to plan it when there's something heavy going on, though.
Mr. Mayor, the other item that we moved was to adopt the proposed 2026 council meeting schedule.
Okay,
And I would make a motion that we adopt the meeting schedule. as
All right.
presented.
I would say that there's one date in there that I know Julia and I will both be out.
Yes.
March the 8th. We will both be off for our birthdays.
Let's do P
That's,
three.
and we could always cancel that meeting, but maybe if we just leave it on the agenda, because I think we've got the second and fourth Tuesdays of every month, probably.
Yeah, for something
On
that
that,
needs to
and
be.
that would be the
important
correct
or
schedule
something,
to adopt.
We'll work it out.
Okay.
So was yours a second?
Yes, I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, show like sign. Okay. That took care of comments from councilmen. I would like to congratulate Anthony Sutton and Julia Freeman back to our board. They've done an outstanding job over the years that I've been here, which is a long time. But I know that you're involved with our MPO board, and that's really important to us, just to keep us aware of what kind of mess that DOT's fixing to make next. So you're good at that, keeping us involved with the chaos on Rush Avenue. Is that a good way to put it?
Yes.
And then Julia, she's very much involved in safety. She's always been, since I've been with her, and we've been together, 12 years or something like that?
Oh, 14.
14, okay, all right, 14. That she's always majorly been involved with the police and fire department. And she keeps a tight rope on that, and she'll be the first one to step up to the plate if it's some kind of piece of equipment or something that these guys need. She'll be right there for them, So Julia, thank you for
Thank you,
that.
Mr. Mayor, appreciate that.
Okay, Chuck, do you have anything to add?
You want to let Anthony go?
I'll have a little.
Why don't you let Julie and Anthony go, and then John and I can.
Okay, all right.
I want to start by saying thank you. Being sworn in as your council member is an incredible honor. and I don't take that responsibility lightly. Waynesville is more than just where we live. It's our shared home, full of people who care deeply about one another and about the future of our town. My promise is simple to you. I'll be fair, I'll listen, and I'll work hard to make sure every voice is heard. Whether it's improving our neighborhood, supporting local businesses, or making sure our community stays welcoming and inclusive, I'm committed to doing the work alongside you. I'm grateful to my husband, my friends, and neighbors who supported me. And I'm excited to roll up my sleeves and get started. Together, we can make Waynesville stronger, more vibrant, and a place where everybody feels they belong. Thank you.
Julie, you want to go?
Yeah, I don't have much to say, but just I appreciate the citizens who voted for me and have supported me over the last 14 years. This is my fifth election, and I appreciate that. And the reason I ran this last time was because I believe that there's work still to be done in this community and things that we've not finished. And I hope that we keep pushing forward and take care of the tasks that have been laid out in front of us and the jobs and keep everything going. And I can't thank our employees enough, because that's the whole thing that keeps the town of Waynesville going, is our employees. We have the best employees in the state of North Carolina, and we need to take care of them, and that's our mission here as well. And I appreciate the mayor mentioning fire and the police department. Those are the two initiatives, the two things that I've really been solid on and helping with. And then you've got the planning department, parks and recs. We've got the best town in the state of North Carolina, and that's Mayor Brown always said that, and we are the best darn town in the state of North Carolina, if not the entire South. Yep. So I appreciate you guys. I love this board. We don't always agree. We disagree quite often, which is what elections and politics are all about. But when we walk out that door, we're all friends and we're all together. So I appreciate the community. Thank you guys so much.
Okay, thank you, Julie. Chuck, would you like to add anything?
Yeah, I am particularly happy that Julia and Anthony got reelected. I've been on the board now 6 years, and we have been through a lot. We've been through COVID, we've been through the American Rescue Plan, we've been through a flood. I mean, we've done a lot, and we've come a long way. And as a board, we've really bonded. So I was really, really happy that y'all are back for 2 more years, and that we can continue to work together. And you mentioned the employees. I'd also mention Rob Heights. We wouldn't be where we are if it weren't for him.
Oh,
also. So certainly appreciate everything that did he shake his head? Everything that he's done. But I'm just glad y'all are back, and I look forward to the next 2 years.
Okay, sounds good.
We got 4. So.
John?
Quit bragging.
I didn't want to mention that.
John, you
Would echo every bit of what's been said, and I feel like that we have been through a lot, but we've accomplished a lot together. And whenever I go to functions like the League of Municipalities, and I hear stories from fellow council members about the dysfunction on their councils, it just absolutely amazes me, because like Julia said, we don't agree all the time, but we respect each other, and when we leave the council chamber, we're friends again. And so it's kind of Waynesville in a nutshell, you know, the dynamic between the council and the support that we offer one another. And I'm proud to be part of it, and am so gratified that the citizens of Waynesville saw what you and Anthony offer to the town, and there was never a doubt in my mind.
Thank you, John. If you have anything else to say?
I'm good. Thank you.
There you have it, guys. You have the full board now. Do you have any public comment today? Man, I did pick a good time to come back, didn't I? All right, we'll move on to other business. And we got communication from the staff. And I'll start with Town Manager Rob Heights.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. On behalf of the staff, we want to, again, pledge our loyalty to you to make sure that we do what you deem to be the right policies for the town. We look forward to working for the next year. We know that until we get a revaluation, times are still going to be lean, but we'll stretch every dollar as much as we can. Once again, we incredibly appreciate the $1,500 holiday bonus that you provided the employees. I know for a number of them that will be their entire Christmas, and it's a very generous one. We also would like to remind you that we have our holiday luncheon this coming Friday from 11:30 to about 1:30. And we thank you so much, and we look forward to working with you until the next election.
Do you have anything else?
I just so happy this election's over. For staff members, we have an election every 2 years now, so we're like Congressman Edwards.
Yeah. That is, yeah. Do you have any update like on that fire department that we got that grant?
Yes, sir. Thank you. I think I may have sent you in your weekly report that I got a call from a Mr. Robert Haslett, who's director of the rural department of the Department of Agriculture of the United States, not the state. And he congratulated us on getting the $2.97 million earmark from our Congress. And, again, we appreciate Congressman Edwards doing that for us. That grant has been assigned to the Department of Agriculture. And as such, they will treat this as a grant. They're going to assign us a grants person, and she'll be sending us an application. We'll have to fill out the application just like it was a competitive grant, and we'll have to follow all of the Department of Agriculture's guidelines as we move through the process. And I asked him, is this grant earmarked just for construction, or can it be used for design? And he said, I'd have to talk to my grantsman when they appoint her. So I can't answer that. I think this gives us the opportunity to talk to the Department of Agriculture about a loan for the balance of the station, as well as a loan for the ladder truck if we can't find somebody to give us a grant for it. As you know, the USDA has a very competitive grant program. It has a 40-year amortization and has been carrying a 4% interest rate, which 4 or 5 years ago was a high interest rate. Now it's a pretty decent interest rate. So we'll be excited to work with the Department of Agriculture as we try to figure out what they want us to do.
Okay.
Our motto is show us the money. So,
Yeah.
Do you know approximately what the total cost of that station might end up being?
I'm estimating $6 million. Now that's just because the post-Helene bidding atmosphere is outrageous, and I believe that you'll be, if we can get all the paperwork done and we can get free to select an architect, you could have one if by May. He ought to be able to put the project, get bid by February of 27, or March of 27 for construction in April of 27. So that's kind of how I view it.
And and if this is still TBD, feel free to tell me so, but has there been thought to what would happen with Station 2 after we get this new one built?
Your long-term plan that I believe you adopted when Lee Galloway was here was to close in the bays and to develop a building there and move development services there, because by that time the police department would have gotten larger and expanded into the development services area. And Lee's now 12, 13 years, but I think their vision was pretty good. One thing I'm doing right now is I've been working with architect and an engineer to storm-proof that building. We've already found the storm-proof doors we need. However, there are panels under the windows that are just aluminum, and there's nothing behind them. And then we've got to develop a waterproof window system, but we still have proceeds from the flood damage that we can use to flood-proof. When we close in the bays, we'll flood-proof that so that building we know that it got about 22 inches of water in it for Helene, so we can actually plan a flood-proofing program for that height.
And Rob, you are correct on that with Galloway. One reason we wanted to move to the development services there is for parking, because it's much more convenient, that location, from where we are right now currently.
That's
So,
huge, yeah.
yeah, the parking is much more convenient for those accessing those services.
We always talk about the little strings that seem to follow federal guidelines, even when it appears to be benevolent. But USDA guy said that it's very possible we're going to have to install FEMA hookups for future floods at the new fire station, so that when the next flood comes, since that's above the 100-year floodplain, FEMA will be able to install trailers and water and sewer hookups beside the fire station, and that'll come out of this money.
Yeah.
So,
That's a nice little
yeah, I mean,
I'll take it though.
yeah, I mean, that's an easy one. Well, while you're doing it, you can simply do it, but there's always a catch with any federal program. That's what's so exciting about working with federal money.
Yeah, exciting, right?
Well, yeah, and that's why you have to get the expectations down really early, or you're down the design process. Then you found out there was this program that they didn't tell you about. You have to go back and redesign something.
Anybody has any questions for Rob? Concerns?
The only thing I want to just bring up at the beginning of next year, in 2026, is, and you got Chief Mahaffey here, is that we need to begin the discussion about a new ladder truck. So we don't need to debate that tonight, but we really need to not only look at the new station going in up there, but also the fact that we've got some equipment that needs to be replaced.
I'd be happy to
Sooner
discuss
than
it and
later.
debate it, but I don't think it's,
No,
The mayor has a letter that he's drafted to Congressman Edwards asking for that ladder truck. So we're going to start begging tonight.
it did.
It's already on.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Rob. Do you have anything for us, our town attorney?
And just congratulations to Julia and Anthony. It's a pleasure and a privilege to work with all of you, and I'm thrilled to continue to be your lawyer.
Yeah.
Thank you for that opportunity.
You're more aware. Okay. Then with that said, what we need to do is kind of stick around. Candace is going to do some photographs after we get done here, after we adjourn. So don't runoff hang right here close, so Candace can get that taken care of. So with that, I'll ask for a motion that we adjourn.
You think it's me? I did this for 12 years. I move that we adjourn.
Second.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, your like sign.
I
Thank
quit-
you all
I
for
quit-
coming out to
I
support
quit for 2 years.
our re-elected, newly re-elected team.
Yeah, we're good.
Gotta take a wedding picture.